Hey, what's going on, guys? Robert here, and today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about archetypes. It's kind of a series of things that the message I'm trying to bring is. I feel like I have to break it down in different sections, and I want to keep this video relatively short. So the first one that we're going to talk about is kind of the archetype and kind of understanding who you are and why you are the way you are in order to further obtain the things you want later down in life, or your goals or objectives or whatever that may be. So the first thing is not a mystery. The sense of originality is, I don't know, so diluted maybe. We all like to think we're original and nobody's ever been like us or anything like that, but it's just simply not true. We find ourselves kind of doing or being what we surround ourselves with, or what we think is cool, or what other people tell us think is cool. You know, those are kind of a little bit more of the simpler minded, I mean, not to offend anybody, simpler-minded people, but you know, those of us in the metal community, especially, you know, being around it for as long as I have, you know, you wear all the black shirts and you wear all the bands that are cool or whatever. You know, it's an image. Everything is an image. You know, whether it's metal or pop, doesn't matter what it is. It's all an image, and it's all about how much of an expert you are, how much of an elitist, and a lot of that comes with putting other people down in order to make ourselves feel better. I mean, I was guilty of it for a very, very long time, and I hurt a lot of people's feelings, and in reality, I was just hurting myself at the end. So what I kind of want to bring the attention to right now is understanding the archetype that you are and accepting it. You know, accepting it and kind of learning how to be more positive about it, more maybe influential or inspirational, instead of judging others or putting other people down in order to make yourself feel like you're more knowledgeable. And first way that I found doing that was I kind of closed my eyes and I kind of quieted it. And this takes a lot of practice if you're not if you've never meditated before. But you know, you kind of close your eyes and you breathe and you really find what it is that you want to do with your life. Life is a precious, precious gift. It's a beautiful gift. Every single breath I take is a gift. Every bottle of water that I open, you know, I'm so grateful that I don't have to go hunt, you know, for my food or purify water. So we have this great opportunity to do whatever it is that makes us happy. And maybe some people, their goals and their dreams and ambitions aren't as grand as somebody like mine is. But either way, it's to kind of really close your eyes, quiet your mind, and really understand why it is whatever dream you may have. You know, understand why it's there. Is it because of other people's influence, whether it be your parents, teachers, friends? Learn how to either accept it or reject it. You know, I find that a lot of people are unhappy because they cling on to these ideas of what they're supposed to be based off of their surroundings versus within themselves. And coming from the metal community, that's, like I said, it's you know, I grew up listening to like Marilyn Manson. That's really outside of the box from the norm, you know. And it kind of taught you how to be a rebel, but then being the rebel was kind of cliche. Then it kind of became cliche. I think it's what happened to the punk scene a long time ago. You know, punk was punk, but then it became a punk scene, and then therefore it's trivial. But anyway, you know, really find that goal, you know, and really make sure that every day, you know, you're moving towards that. You know, every day that you lay down in your bed or wherever it is, you know, just know that day was productive and moving towards that. The first step is understanding why it's there. A lot of people don't dig that deep. You know, for me, a long time, music is one of the things that I've never been able to get away from. It's always something I wanted to do. It's what makes me happy. But, you know, I can admit to myself, because I've searched deep, you know, that I did it because I wanted to be cool. You know, I wanted to be, you know, I was always shy as a kid, you know, but I craved the spotlight and I craved the attention, and that's kind of the only way I could do it, you know, comfortably. And then I realized, you know, it can't be about that. I feel like it is when it really came down to it, because I still do it. And at the end of the day, actually recently, I've kind of discovered that it's for myself. You're not going to make everybody happy, you know, even though you try to, you know, you stretch yourself thin to make somebody else happy, other people happy, make other people think you're cool, when in reality you're just not even living a true life to yourself. Or myself, I should say. I can only speak from my experience. And find that archetype that you are and kind of accept it, you know, or change it. That's the big thing. Learning how to change it. But that's, I feel, gonna be a video for later. Like I said, this is a long-winded thing. I think I'm making it a series or something, still in the works. But you know, realizing who and what you are and moving forward with your own happiness and your own goals and your own dreams, and just making sure that they're yours. That's the tricky one, is making sure it's yours and it's genuine and it comes from a place in your heart and in your soul. It's the thing that you want in life because that's what you want, not because anybody else wants it for you. Yeah. The first step I feel to doing that, learning how to meditate, learning how to sit quietly and close your eyes and just focus on your breathing, and do that for as long as you can. Just focus on your breathing. Nature, I forgot where I read this quote, but nature doesn't like a vacuum. I'm paraphrasing it loosely, which is basically nature doesn't like nothing. You know, the universe has to fill an empty void with something. So you're going to find that your mind is going to be picking things up and start racing, and that's when you start either having anxiety attacks or depression or whatever it is, because you're not learning how to quiet your mind, or you're just focused on something else and on a situation that may not even be, you know, that may not come to fruition. Learn how to dial back and focus on the then and the now. Quiet your breath, quiet your mind. Those things are going to try and rush in, just let them out. It's going to take time, it's going to take practice. But once you really start, you know, listening to your inner you, it's going to tell you. At the core of it all, we all know what it is. You know, it's just whether we want to listen to it or not. But hopefully these words maybe gave you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of insight. I'm not an expert, I'm not a know-it-all, but I live a really, really genuinely positive and happy life, and I feel deep down inside is I want to share that with you guys. So let me know if you have any suggestions on some advice or just some insight from a crazy guy like me. But go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to try and bring videos at least once a week, maybe twice a week. Once every 2 weeks. It just really depends. You know, I'm trying to map everything out, and I've got a lot of other things in the work, which I will definitely keep you informed on. So yeah, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, like this video, let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys next time.